Ghana in some trade, when my Tim Johnny powers, I don't know. Hey, and attempt the DA in our young one day, I don't know. And are we serious as a nation? Yania Brenano Pan cannot break some cofano. Because there will be as parliamentarians assemble Yekan. So will be assemble Yekano. We have to go. Make sure so we have to talk about it.
My goodness.
Go and look at the video. The way the guy is talking. And on for money power with impunity. And someone cannot then look at the kind of voice he's using live on TV, live on radio. Ghana Nuclear from say media commission. And the West African is angle from so media no me pay for no. E dey man omoye. Kwa me dey man omoye. I mean kasa kra be o dey mean kasa kra.
Well, about Ghana.
So you could clearly see
what did Captain Smart
So
do?
I think
Okay, maybe then we have to go back to the Captain Smart trend and see if
yes,
we'll
let me get back to Captain Smart's side quickly. Ooh, boy. Yes.
Yeah,
there we go. Okay. Where is it? There should be a video on it.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the top.
The video circulated is an old video. No, this is an old video.
Okay.
All right. So trending video of Captain Smart on Onuya TV encouraging the youth of Obuase, that's coming in from Jasper Zigo, to go to do galamsey and ignore the soldiers pop up on the internet.
And I'm mebuna mo Obuase kwa menenim ho. Munji bunko. Obi anko pe ne akwam de na onye obedi o. Obi anko. Abodam. Munko. Listen, say AG, no, let me tell you, if you guys don't take care, we will chase you out of this country, I swear. We will chase you out of this country. Because listen, moving through the cyanide hole, almost 100 meters square, I go to South Africa. There be over to me, cyanide square, 100 meters square, Sami and Sa, to South Africa now. And I'm mebuna mo Obuase kwa.
Okay. All right. Quickly, we get down, see what people are saying. Mr. Ankoma says, rumor says that he said it long ago, not a current voice up. Eric says that's what he does on TV station, always denigrating people and inciting violence. Teshi Kamavinga says no. Too Slim says, if you don't take care, we will chase you out of this country. Even the president can't say this. It's Ghana for you. Mr. Zane says, I think you are misinforming us. That not perception he has. Okay. Omar is saying it's not a current video. So
because there's a miss.
Yes.
I don't know when this video was taken.
Yes. We actually don't know when it was, but people are saying it's an old video. It's on the trends. Others are saying no, this is it. And well, anyways. If it's an old video, then we know the stance. Maybe somebody's just trying to use, this thing to just come and make it look like he has said it. But if it's not an old video, then what would be your thoughts quickly on this?
Oh, I think no matter what AGM is doing on the site, because the host over there yesterday, I was getting an insight on what it looks like, and apparently it's a very big one, and a couple that they have, especially the one that was invaded, apparently it's a very deep hole that people could actually die in, even though AGM will operate safely, and it was an abandoned site. However, it's still in their name. They're not allowed to mine there for a while, or they're not supposed to mine there because of the damage that has been caused. There was a story about it.
So it's AGM's property.
Yeah. For now, it's under their name. So if you also know that, for clarity, the president has actually ordered them to take care of the dead bodies and then the people that have been injured. So it's in their jurisdiction. Yeah. It is in their responsibility to do that. But I think no matter what AGM is doing, I don't think anybody with such authority like Captain Smart should incite anybody against any company. Because you know how the youth works. We're very passionate about the things that we do. And especially when we're hungry, it's crazy. We've seen it all around the world. Some of these things, when you're instigating, even if it was 20 years ago that he did this video, it should not happen again. Captain Smart should get to a point where he understands that he's a force. He's a voice in this country. And no matter what people might think, or he might think of himself, people listen to him.
Yeah.
People take him seriously.
Yeah.
And so some of the words that come out of his mouth should be guided. And again, one will ask that, what is the platform doing? Listen, some of these brands, they are very difficult to control. And sometimes when the emotions are high, before we cut it short in the crowd, and I just say, so I think now that, and I listen to Captain Smart a lot. During the election times, when I was missing all the details, I go to Captain Smart, and he has these, like, oh yeah, very intelligent man. He knows things. And so I feel like moving forward, because some of these things, again, if this was done a couple of years ago, look at when it is coming out. Now look at the kind of image that they're painting you to be. And I know maybe to an extent he probably doesn't care, but it's important that, you know, because you are a voice and because you're such a powerful person, there's certain things you cannot keep doing. Because if you're inciting violence, you're killing people's children. And he's not for that. Because now if what they're saying is anything to go by, look how many people are dead.
Anyways.
Yeah. So
well, that wraps it up for what's trending on X. You might as well just jump on our socials as well. That's MX24GH on X, and get acquainted with us. But time for us to move on. Let's get into our in-depth stories. Our guest is a standby for that.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Yeah, welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're Hey,
she decided to have coffee and she didn't. Okay, Mimi doesn't share her coffee. Anyway,
no, I don't. So, I've never shared my coffee.
I understand.
Like, never, ever, ever. I will lose my mind if I put my coffee down and you take it.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Like, yeah. So, Cowboy Coffee. My energy this morning is proudly brought to you by Cowboy Coffee. Always with you every single moment. Yeah.
I'm guessing, do you want some coffee?
Yeah, I could use some.
Because you like the energy, right?
Yeah, I could use.
So Augustine is here with his long self.
Oh man, did you have to do that? What does Gabby call you? He calls himself. Wait, is it Zigma?
I just knew he would say it.
Zigma is a type of lens. It's quite long.
Yeah.
Oh, so.
Don't worry.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be just fine. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am beautiful, successful, and my energy is high this morning.
It is. It is high.
Thanks to Cowboy Coffee.
Me too. I'm handsome. I'm rich. Muska buta.
Yeah. We are government appointees. Charlie, the appointments ongoing.
This
Office
morning,
of the President.
Yeah, we woke up to see the list for Office of the President.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
It came in at dawn.
At dawn.
And I was shocked.
Like, It's just like, you know, when you want to do bad thing, when you want to give advice to everywhere. If you are in a group and you want to, you don't live in the morning, live at night.
Live at night.
Because I was coming through and right in the car, I was just listening to news. I mean, the early news, and we were talking about the appointment. I was like, when did this one? Like, I missed out.
Yeah.
Then I not done, not sure.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, he's working.
The man is working. He's not sleeping. No.
But then looking at the names, there's one name that, you know, Joyce Bauer Muktari, the minister. And then, you know, after the election, she did a couple of media tours. And then the one question they kept asking her is, what's going to happen to you? Are you going to accept any ministerial nomination? So like, no, I will not push for it, but if it comes, I'll accept it. Now, then we see this coming. For me, I didn't see it coming.
Oh, no.
I honestly did not see it coming. But a lot of people anticipated to see her.
Because I don't see anybody else who could serve him like that. And she has grown. When she started, when she was in 2017, when she was special aide at the time, she was a very young girl, not a lawyer.
Right.
She's upgraded, she's learned. And if you look at her posture now, this time she used to just like Akwala but now she's a lady. She gives off that lady vibe. She understands. Even when she's speaking, her language is clean. So I think I was praying pick this woman back
somewhere
because they said I look like her. And someone said, "So I'm tapping into."
Blessing.
You look like her when you have a certain hair.
Not every
Yes. Right now, do you know who you are looking like? You are looking like what's Obobia? Because Obobia, no, you look at her well.
Right.
So the NDC one
Obobia will give you this look. Do you get it? She'll give you this look. You get it. And this is the reason you should ask why I'm bringing all this because I think this government is a time for us to reflect on the ladies and the women who are going to be impacting us and driving the conversation of governance and everything. And it all started right from the vice president. You get it? So it's like an equal representation. And I'm really, really happy for that. I can't wait to see what they'll be pulling through. And I'm anticipating the fact where maybe the men will not be pulling and the women will be pulling.
I said
that's what I'm
my father says that if you want to get a job done and done well, you need to let a woman lead the conversation. Even if she's leading from the back, let a woman be in the mix. It will be done perfectly.
Right.
I am thinking, what could they possibly give Obobia to do? Do you think it will be a ministerial position or at the presidency?
I don't think it would get into. I think a ministerial
position should be
deputy communication.
Deputy something.
Yeah.
She's really good. I know she's good at communication. So something related to communications, media relations.
Or creative arts. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. But anyways.
Let's get into the stories.
Let's get into the stories. My name is Augustine Adam Kowiti Saint, and this is the morning news on the AM Club. Now, let's first off begin with the presidency, where the presidency has put out a statement. You know, John Dramani Mahama has announced key appointments to the office of the president aimed at bolstering governance and enhancing operational efficiency. Now, in a statement issued by the president earlier this morning, the appointments were highlighted as a testament to the president's commitment to effective leadership and a responsive administration. Now, he expressed confidence that the appointees will utilize their expertise and dedication to advance national progress and development. Now, some names on the list include Mrs. Joyce Bauer Muktari Esquire, Stanislav Jose Dogbe, former Finance Minister Seth Emmanuel Tekpe, and Nanaya Jantua. Now let's look at the statement and run you through the names on the list. New appointments to the presidency. President John Dramani Mahama has made key appointments to the office of the president aimed at strengthening governance and enhancing operational efficiency. The new appointment reflects the president's commitment to effective leadership and responsive administration. Mrs. Joyce Bauer Muktari would serve as the presidential advisor and special aide to the president. Stanislav Jose Dogbe will serve as the deputy chief of staff operations. Nana Oye Bampuado, deputy chief of staff administration. Seth Emmanuel Tekpe, presidential advisor on the economy. Professor Francis Dodu, presidential advisor and national anti-corruption program. Now, Larry Blevo Latte will serve as a special envoy to the Alliance of Sahel States. Nana Yaa-Adjantwa, presidential staffer. Beatrice Anamfio, presidential staffer. Shamima Muslim will also serve as the deputy presidential spokesperson, and Professor Kweku Danso-Boafo, the cabinet secretary. President John Dramani Mahama expresses confidence that these appointees will bring their expertise and dedication to their respective roles, contributing to the progress and development of the nation. And it was signed by Felix Kwache Ofosu, the acting spokesperson to the president.
Shamima Muslim.
Yeah.
I was just talking about her earlier this morning. You know, as a young media girl, she was in media by then when I had just entered. And first she was eloquent, she was beautiful, and then she was a Muslim. And then I remember there was a period when we were talking about the hijab on air. I remember her come out very strongly. But even bigger, the media, the Women in Media Alliance, and I remember every time we meet and we're talking about things, you could see that she is very passionate about the well-being of this country.
Right.
She's very passionate about the media girl getting her position because she didn't get that. And this gives me peace because the women that deserve the seat at the table are getting it.
There.
Because when the vice president said that she was going to leave the door open, some people have held the door open for years for young girls in media. See, it's difficult, and I was just saying it yesterday on a, by the way, you people should congratulate me. 13th episode of The Dish.
Oh, yes.
We have finally finished.
Yeah, you are jumping the gun.
No, I'm not jumping the gun. You didn't say it this morning. You're not going to tell me.
We have a cake for you. You are jumping.
Where's the cake? You bring it, don't worry.
You are jumping the gun.
I
think you always surprise ma.
Don't worry.
Surprise the We had a special way of thanking you.
But who told you to tell me that you had a cake? Who told you? Whoever you planned it with, you know that they can't tell you anything. So, whilst we're doing that, I remember one of the things I said was that a lot of young girls in media do not have the support they need. That is the very beautiful Shamima Muslim on the screens. A lot of women in media are struggling, have struggled. Some people who find themselves under her leadership have found peace and support. And some people have stayed in media just because this woman put together that Alliance of Media, Women in Media. Because then it is a sisterhood that gives you support. Every time a young girl in media needs it.
Right.
And so a woman like this deserves a seat at the highest table in the world. And so, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shamima Muslim.
But then there's another woman who has been really vocal, Nana Yaa-Adjantwa, over the period. A lot of people are shocked because after her departure from the CPP, there was a question posed to her, what was going to happen to her? Is she going to join the NDC? Are we going to see her accept any ministerial positions? And she was like, she was pussyfooting about the answer. She wasn't really forthcoming. But now that we see her name here, does it mean that she has joined the NDC?
Of course, I mean. And even if she hasn't joined, what matters the most is that she's going to be contributing to either the well-being and maybe more.
I know she's a force when it comes to energy. That's the Nana Yaa-Adjantwa. She's a force when it comes to energy. She was working at the Energy Commission some time ago. Was it Energy Commission or National Petroleum?
Not sure where.
She, until she left where she was working. And she's been vocal about the energy sector over the period. So I think that she's going to do really good stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President promised and they're delivering. We're happy for the representation.
I know it is exactly 2 weeks today after the inauguration. He says let's put together his team.
By the close of today, his whole office should be full. All the appointments should be done.
We should be expecting that. Because if we were asleep and this came out, then that means
by 15 days,
from today till 12 a.m.
We're going to see the full list.
We're definitely going to see the full list.
I'm so excited. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them. Now let's continue with Parliament and go touch base with the vetting that happened yesterday and continuing today. Now, the Appointments Committee of Parliament will resume its vetting process today, Tuesday, January 21, 2025. Now, the following nominees are scheduled to appear before the committee, and Ahmed Ibrahim, Minister Designate for Local Governance, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Agnes Namomo Latte, Minister Designate for Gender, Children and Social Protection, as well as Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare, Minister Designate for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Now, so far, the committee has vetted Haruna Idrisu, Education Minister Designate, Eric Opoku, Agric Minister Designate, and Kwame Gavins Agboja, Roads and Highways Minister Designate, yesterday, Monday, January 20. Now, the vetting is scheduled for the remaining nominees as follows. Now, tomorrow, that's Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, Ablajifa Gomashi will take the seat, should be vetted for the Minister Designate for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. Emilia Arthur would also be vetted for the Portfolio Minister Designate for Fisheries and Aquaculture, as well as George Opariado, Minister Designate for Youth Development and Empowerment. Now let's take a look at the profiles of the three who would be vetted today.